Welcome everybody back with a video. Today we're going to be doing a Shuju Summon on the New Year's banner. Also, before we talk about it, there's going to be Toasted Individual on the 18th, Tosho's Individual on the 24th, and that's really about it. And of course, we do have their own individuals. So, let's get right into the banner. Now, I'm going to be honest. TLDR, I don't think it's a bad banner. If you're a new player, right, let's just say you missed all the hype stuff in terms of pose selection, the the end of the year main banner Safui. It's not really a bad banner to really summon on, in my opinion. So let's get right into it. Shuhei, he is basically a GQ unit. He's a ranged down unit without guard break, so he's pretty much strictly only going to be for GQ. He has slow and everything, and he's mainly there for range. Hollow Week, that's pretty much the TLDR of him. He's really, really good range and unit, just doesn't have guard break. Next, Nelliel, same situation as the Shuhei. You can technically use her in GQ if you really need to. If you're not nuking that week, you could use her in range sword per week. But she's mainly a RENJI unit. Same thing as Shuhei. She does not have any guard break. So keep that in mind when you are using her, right? Because she's very, very iffy. Especially when it comes to her strong attacks. It does not help. Especially with SA1 being a three-way split beam. Which is very, very bad when it comes to breaking guard, in my opinion. If you don't hit that, good luck. Good luck. And then the SA2 isn't too bad, but still the SA1 really, really does hurt her quite a bit, in my opinion. Even as a NAD unit, because if you miss that, it's over. You're not even making the guard. Next, Arena Kisuke. Actually, not a bad unit. No affiliation killer, last round, everything. 40% Berserker with a 40% damage to last-rated enemies. Very, very good. He does have Havoc since he was an arena unit. He's not too bad. SA1 is going to be at 18%. SA2 is at 960. And then SA3 is a beyond full screen. I actually like this Kisuke a lot. I don't mind him. I just see him so much, so I'm tired of him. Next is going to be Soifun, the new recent T-Wave version, technically. She is mainly there for GQ. She is a spotted killer. She has Paralyze and everything. 40% Berserker. She has the speed attribute capped to strong attack damage 20%. On top of that, she has damage to paralyzed enemies 40%, guard break, poise, all the usual juicy stuff. She has a chance to inflict paralyze every 5 seconds, and she also does come with long stride. She isn't too bad, actually. She has 40% mag SA1. SA2 is going to be a 625 by 625. Same thing as our book Ichigo's SA1. And then SA3 is going to be a full screen. Again, not a bad unit. I think it's okay. I think she's not too bad. Next is going to be Rankou, a wrong guard killer. She has a 40% Berserker with damage inflicted at full stamina 20%. She also has increased stats element chance versus technique attribute of wrong guards. It does suck that she wasn't there before the Disabler versus R technique. If she did get that, I think she'd be much better than what she is now. She has Paralyze and everything. She has Revive on her special. She isn't too bad, but her kit is too linear for me. She does have a recover 20% stamina going to each room, and she has a 100% chance to hit dodging the wrong guards. Very, very good. SA1 is going to be an 18% mag, SA2 is going to be a 3k beam, and SA3 is just going to be a beyond full screen. I don't mind this kit, but it's very, very linear, so be extremely careful. So it's literally whatever's in front of her. That's pretty much what's going to hit, right? So do keep that in mind. SA3 is going to be the only one AoE around her, so I don't mind the SA1 with her, to be honest, because you want her to proc the Disabler because she gets more damage. Not even more damage. She basically has a very, very good time when it comes to IT, making it extremely easy for her, right? Paralyzing everyone will be very, very nice, but again, it's only versus technique or attribute of rocker, so do keep that in mind. Next is going to be Rukia. She's going to be another GQ unit, but on top of that, she has the better boost, aka booster, which is giving you a better boost than a normal boost, which is very, very good. It's about a 43% increase compared to the usual 33. She has a 60% bruiser plus her link, so technically 80% bruiser, but she also gets range damage increase 30% in guild quest alongside her booster. That is just absolutely insane. She's just a perfect range NAD unit, especially having to follow up as well the other skill, which makes a NAD unit very, very perfect in my opinion. She also has element reversal, which does help out quite a bit when it comes to autoing. All she does is innate skills, freeze duration, guard break, and sprinter +1. Again, she's just literally perfect. There's nothing wrong with her. I think she's amazing, right? Next is going to be the main 3 bad units. Reggie, in my opinion, is just there for a wrong guard GQ. Now, he's going to be there for melee GQ, which, again, this depends on if you're able to nuke or not. If you are able to nuke a Rankar weeks, he's kind of useless, right? But if they want to ever announce a harder GQ, which again, we are all assuming at this point they're probably working on it because GQ is kind of a joke right now, and you can pretty much nuke every single week. I could nuke every single week now since I got all but Ichigo 5-5. So, like, my reason to have NAD units is kind of useless now, right? There's really no point to have a NAD team at all whenever you have a entire box that can just nuke every single week, sub 3, sub 1s, right? So, like, we'll see what they do. Hopefully they do spice up GQ, because then a lot of these units could come back to life, right? So, Reggie's a perfect NAD unit. He just does not have guard break, right? He has a 20% bruiser plus. It's only 20% bruiser. Is it really only 20%? It's kind of low. I just noticed that. So 20% bruiser plus his full stamina only increased normal attack damage 40%, which is going to be 60% total. He does have a boost barrier SA2 with lacerate and everything. So again, he's really good. He also has follow up, multi barrier plus 2. He has the melee damage 30%, Guild Quest killer effects 50% in Guild Quest, as you can see here. He does have a lot of extra damage, but mainly for GQ. But keep in mind, if you want to use him in PvE play, he does not have any guard break. That's the only thing he does not have is guard break, so it does hurt him quite a bit. Next, let's go look at Rukia. Now, Rukia, in my opinion, could have been extremely good, but there's one thing they changed on her, which I do not like. So, she has a Quincy killer, which again, yikers, right? 14% recharge, very good. Freeze and lacerate and everything, I like the combo. She has a 40% berserker. She has weakened defense, sprint +1, frenzy +1. Technique attribute sorber, damage to stats that inflict the enemies 40%. She also has a disabler versus speed attribute Quincy's. Now, if this was disabler versus speed attribute characters or just speed attribute enemies, perfect. She is very good. She would have been extremely good. Definitely top 10 in my opinion when it comes to tech. But since she did not get that, that does hurt her quite a bit. Because she has damage to frozen enemies 40%. She has guard break, poison duration 100%. So technically, if she had disabler versus all, she would be getting a 80% damage increase thanks to her basically damage to frozen enemies. And then her technique attributes are damage to stats elements affected enemies, right? So again, if she had disabler versus all like they have been doing, she would have been absolutely perfect. But they nerfed her a bit by only giving it 2 speed attribute Quincy's, which I do not like. It does hurt her quite a bit in my opinion. So I think she's okay. Especially with her kit. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's fine because she does want to proc now, especially since she doesn't have disabler versus everyone. I do not mind this kit. 18% SA1, good. SA2, it's going to be Retsu's SA2. Spirits of Futhi Retsu is again very good. SA3 is just going to be a full screen. I like the kit. It's perfect in my opinion when it comes to her, what she's trying to do, right? Next, and lastly, is going to be Ichigo. Now, my only complaint about this Ichigo is I wish he was power. Power is very terrible when it comes to power farming, especially in epic raids. So, let's get right into it. So, he has pretty much everything he needs. He has Sprinter +2. He has weakened defense. He has a power link slot potion and the droplet drop. Devastation 40%, Berserker 40%, plus the speed attribute character strong attack damage 20%, weakening on everything. He also comes with Marauder, freeze duration, recover 20% stamina going into each room. He is literally perfect. He does not have Havoc, but again, it doesn't really whatever, because you're going to be using him anyways when it comes to epic raids. Kit, Arba Ichigo's SA1 625 by 625 suction vortex into an explosion. SA2 is going to be 800. SA3 is going to be a full screen. He is perfect. There's nothing wrong with him. Literally nothing wrong with him. And he has a sorcerer killer. Again, a very good killer. So, I think he's perfect. My only complaint is I wish he was power, because power needs some help. Power is literally only Kensei or bust. Momo, no damage. Yoruichi, no damage. Nozomi, kind of slow runs, right? Not really. It depends, because you need a full party. If you have a full party of those zombies, 2 or 5 and above, it's like a minute run, but it's still quite a very long time. Maybe like 40 seconds, but still, again, it does need some love. Speed did not need some love. Speed is already perfect. It has Noelle, Retsu, Akon, Hanatara kind of, but not really. But those 3 right there absolutely carry when it comes to speed attributes. So, again, I think he's perfect. He's a great addition to it. Now, should you summon? Again, I don't think it's a bad banner. If you're a brand new player, I would recommend doing 5 steps. It isn't too bad, but up to you. I think it's an easy skip, but if you like these characters, they're not too bad, right? But other than that, though, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.